The Shadow Syndicate, The Unraveling of a Prison Break, Chapter 1, The Escape. The walls of Blackwood Penitentiary, a maximum security prison nestled deep within the desolate expanse of the Mojave Desert, loomed ominously under the cloak of a moonless night. Inside, amidst the cacophony of clanging metal doors and the hushed whispers of inmates, a different kind of tension simmered. Marcus, the maestro Thorn, a man of enigma and calculated precision, was orchestrating an escape. Not a chaotic, desperate attempt, but a meticulously planned symphony of deception and audacity. Thorn, a former financial tycoon convicted of orchestrating a Ponzi scheme that swindled millions, possessed a mind as sharp as a razor and a demeanor as cold as ice. For months, Thorn had been observing, analyzing, and manipulating the prison's intricate system. He had cultivated alliances, exploited weaknesses, and established a network of informants within the prison walls. His plan was audacious: to exploit the prison's underground maintenance tunnels, a labyrinthine network of forgotten passageways. As the clock struck midnight, Thorn's plan was set in motion. A carefully timed power outage plunged the prison into darkness, triggering a prearranged diversion. A riot erupted in the cell block, drawing the guards' attention away from the maintenance tunnels. Thorn, along with his hand-picked team of inmates, slipped into the shadows, their movements as silent as the desert wind. They navigated the maze of tunnels, their footsteps echoing through the darkness. After hours of tense maneuvering, they reached an abandoned access point, a rusted door leading to the outside world. With a final surge of adrenaline, they breached the door, emerging into the vast, unforgiving desert. The escape was underway. Chapter 2. The pursuit news of the escape spread like wildfire, igniting a frenzy of activity within the law enforcement community. Sheriff Brody Maxwell, a seasoned veteran with a reputation for his relentless pursuit of justice, was assigned to lead the manhunt. Maxwell, a man of unwavering determination, was not intimidated by Thorn's reputation. He had faced hardened criminals before, and he knew that even the most cunning minds could make mistakes. Maxwell's first move was to establish a command center at the prison, gathering every available resource. He assembled a team of detectives, forensic experts, and tracking specialists, each with their unique skills and expertise. The manhunt was on, and the desert became a battleground of wits and determination. Chapter 3. The Maestro's Gambit. Thorn, meanwhile, was not idle. He had anticipated the pursuit, and he had a plan to stay one step ahead. He had stashed supplies and vehicles in hidden locations throughout the desert, ensuring his team's survival. Thorn's strategy was to blend into the shadows, to become a ghost in the vast expanse of the Mojave. He knew that the desert was his ally, a harsh and unforgiving landscape that could swallow a man whole. He led his team through treacherous terrain, navigating canyons and scaling cliffs, their movements as elusive as the desert mirages. They left no trace, no footprints, no signs of their passage. Maxwell's team, despite their relentless efforts, found themselves constantly trailing behind, always one step too late. Thorn's ghost-like presence seemed to mock their every move. Chapter 4. The Shadow Syndicate. As the manhunt intensified, Maxwell began to unravel the intricate web of Thorn's network. He discovered that Thorn had not been operating alone within the prison. He had established a shadow syndicate, a network of corrupt guards, prison officials, and even law enforcement officers who had been feeding him information and aiding his escape. The revelation sent shockwaves through the law enforcement community, shattering the illusion of trust and integrity. Maxwell realized that he was not just hunting a fugitive, he was battling a system of corruption that ran deep. Chapter 5. The Showdown. The pursuit led Maxwell's team to an abandoned mining town, a ghost town nestled deep within a canyon. Thorn had used the town as a hideout, a temporary sanctuary in his flight from justice. Maxwell's team surrounded the town, their presence as silent as the desert wind. They moved with caution, knowing that Thorn was a master of deception, a strategist who could turn any situation to his advantage. The confrontation was tense, a battle of wits and wills. Thorn, cornered but not defeated, unleashed a series of calculated moves, using the town's labyrinthine structure to his advantage. The shootout was fierce, a clash of gunfire and adrenaline. Maxwell's team, despite their superior numbers, found themselves outmaneuvered by Thorn's tactical brilliance. Chapter 6. The Unraveling. As the dust settled, Maxwell emerged victorious, but not without a heavy toll. Thorne, wounded and captured, was brought back to Blackwood, his reign of manipulation and deception finally over. The aftermath of the escape was a whirlwind of investigations and arrests. The Shadow Syndicate was exposed, its members brought to justice. The prison system underwent a massive overhaul, its vulnerabilities addressed. Maxwell, hailed as a hero, was left to reflect on the events that had transpired. He had faced a cunning adversary, a man who had challenged his understanding of justice and corruption. Chapter 7. The Aftermath. Thorne's trial was a spectacle, a media circus that captivated the nation. His defense was as calculated as his escape, a masterful display of legal maneuvering and manipulation. Despite his efforts, Thorne was found guilty, his sentence extended to life imprisonment. He was sent to a maximum security facility, a fortress within a fortress, where his influence would be confined. Maxwell, meanwhile, continued his work, his dedication to justice unwavering. He had learned a valuable lesson from Thorne's escape, that even the most secure systems could be compromised, that even the most cunning minds could be brought to justice. Chapter 8. The Legacy. The story of Marcus the Maestro Thorne became a legend, a cautionary tale of ambition, corruption, and the relentless pursuit of justice. His escape had exposed the vulnerabilities of the system, leading to reforms and changes that would shape the future of law enforcement. Maxwell's legacy was one of integrity and unwavering dedication, a symbol of the unwavering pursuit of justice in the face of adversity. And so, the story of the Shadow Syndicate came to an end, its echoes resonating through the corridors of time, a reminder that even in the darkest of shadows, justice would prevail.